Hi everybody, my name's Mattia and it's English time. I'm here to chat a little bit with you about different topics and I'm gonna give you some questions. So if you want, feel free to make a video or to write a text and send it to our email address. Here is comunicazione.com. So write your answers, make your videos, so we can practice a bit. I'm not a teacher, so I'm not going to judge you, and of course I'm going to mistake because I do not study English. I just love it, and it's one of my biggest passion. I like English because it's beautiful. It's musical, sorry. And my dream is to learn as many languages I can, because languages make people connect, in my opinion. Is the best way to make experiences and to feel good, to learn something that's really useful for your life, for example. So here I have my first question. Why did you decide to learn English? Personally, I decided to learn English because I liked it a lot, and I used to watch TV series that were in English. So I wanted to watch them in their original language, and that's the first reason. Another fact can be that English is important if you want, as I told, if you want to travel, you have to know English, because if you have some need, some particular situation that you are going through, you have to know how to explain what you need. So that's why I started to learn English. I also like to chat, and that's why I decided to be part of this project, and I'm very, very happy to be with you. So guys, free your fantasy and give me the best answers you can. I'm really curious to know you, because I understand you have different levels of English. So if you didn't understand a part, also because maybe I didn't explain it in the best way, feel free to say it in your video. By the way, I'm very curious to know, why did you start to learn English? If it's for work, if it's just a passion. Another thing I'm really curious about is this one. Is English for you just a hobby? And will you use it outside the English course? What do I mean? I've been told that many of you are studying English and conversation, making conversation in courses. So I wanted to know if you have the possibility to use what you learn at school, what you learn at the courses in your normal life. Because in my personal opinion, people don't have many possibilities to experience and to practice English outside the courses, because you start, I'm speaking about young people, so children, they start to learn English at the primary school. They keep doing it in a very superficial way, okay? Because they are always told, you are mistaken, that's not correct, I'm gonna give you a bad note if you don't understand it, and if you don't, it's not my problem, because it's you that it's up to you to study more and to focus and to do your job. So children and young people always experience this kind of situation, and then they lose the passion, you know, they lose the passion for learning stranger languages like French, English, and in their lives, if they don't work in a very big society where English is fundamental, they forget it, they forget the few rules they've learned, and they only use Italian when you go to shopping, when you go to the cinema with your friends, in your routine. It's not easy to speak with English people. If you speak, of course, with people like me, that yes, you can say I speak English, but I know I'm not the best English teacher you could have. So I want to know, in your opinion, if you think that how do you think English can be brought to our houses easier than the actual situation? Okay, I don't know if I've been clear. Okay, I want to know if you have the possibility to speak English with English or American people in your normal life, because I, of course, don't, and that's why I don't speak English in my best way, even if I studied at school. Okay, maybe I didn't told you, but I also study at university. I study languages, but I don't study English. I study French and I study Spanish. So I've learned English only at school, you know. I began learning English when I was 6, and I finished when I was 18. You can say it's a lot, yes. Can I say I've really learned English? No, I've learned it watching TV, studying it on my own, but you know, it's not the best way. It would be better if we could at least practice it with mother language people, okay? Last thing I wanna ask is if somebody of you has a better English level than me, and or if you just want to give your opinion, please give some advice that I can share in my next video, where you say and where you give some suggestion on how to practice English staying at home. You know, I can give you some. In my experience, I've understood that one of the best ways to learn English in a comfortable and easy way is to watch TV. You know, when you are on the couch, you are relaxed and you watch a TV series that you like, that you can't wait to follow and to know how it ends. So for me, that's the most interesting way to get in touch with English. If you have some of the very famous platforms, streaming platforms, I cannot say which one, but you can stream many movies, series. You can put subtitles, Italian subtitles, even if the best is, in my opinion, of course, I'm not an oracle, so it's always my opinion. In my opinion, the best way is to watch movies in their original language. So choose American or English movies and watch them in their original language with subtitles, but English subtitles, of course, not Italian. Even if I'm not one of the people who say, no, please do not put Italian subtitles, because you are going to only read the subtitles and not focusing, you're not going to focus on the story, and you are not going to learn anything. I'm not sure about that, because I've started that way, putting in Italian subtitles in an English speaking movie. So that was my way. And then I've understood that I didn't need the subtitles, because I could understand at least the 90% of the story. Even now, I've already told you, but I'm repetitive sometimes, forgive me, but I know I'm not perfect. I'm not an English teacher, but thanks to my curiosity and my TV, okay, I've learned many words. My vocabulary grew up a lot, increased. So I think this is a very good way to learn, at least to learn vocabulary. If you studied a bit of grammatic, think that actually I think you all did, or at least I hope. Okay. Now I finally think I've broken the ice, because I feel better. I think a lot of time has passed, so I don't want you to feel bored by myself. So I think for today it's enough. I thank you all, and please give me your answers, your videos. If you don't want to make a video because you don't know how to do it and you feel ashamed, as I was at the start of all of this, don't worry. You can just write an email where you try to say something, whatever you want. You don't have to stick with my speech, my answers. You can say what you want, but it has to be, of course, English. Feel free to mistake. Feel free to